Look, in just the last 12 months, AI went from being this fun little science experiment to something that replaced 4,000 jobs every single day. 4,000! If you don't understand what actually happened out there, you are already behind.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking an entire year of frantic, industry-breaking AI knowledge and compressing it into the next few minutes. The stakes for falling behind the AI curve have literally never been higher, so we're going to get you fully caught up right now.
Here's the playbook for today. What AI actually is, the 7 transformative tools you need to know, where the money's flowing, the jobs that are dying versus the ones exploding, the dark side nobody mentions, and 3 precise moves you can make today. Let's not waste a second.
Chapter 1. What AI actually is. Okay, let's dive into this and just immediately crush the biggest lie being told about artificial intelligence right now. AI is not intelligent. It has literally never had an original thought. It can't feel anything, and it honestly doesn't understand a single word it generates. When ChatGPT writes you this beautiful, moving essay, it isn't thinking.
What's actually happening under the hood is just pattern recognition. AI is an incredibly powerful prediction engine. That's it. It's simply guessing which word should logically come next based on processing massive amounts of internet data at a scale our human brains just can't comprehend. The minute you stop seeing AI as magic and start seeing it as a pattern-matching machine, all the fear vanishes. You stop being afraid and you start figuring out how to actually use it.
Chapter 2. The 7 tools that changed everything. Let's shift gears and look at the absolute whirlwind of disruption that just happened over the last 12 months.
These 7 specific tools practically rip the doors off traditional industry gatekeepers overnight. I mean, we've got ChatGPT hitting 100 million users in just 60 days. Claude quietly becoming the heavy hitter for complex, accurate reasoning. Midjourney turning literally anyone into a visual artist, making a $500 custom logo effectively a $30 subscription. Sora dropping mind-bending text-to-video capabilities that have Hollywood absolutely terrified. Perplexity is out here actively threatening Google's trillion-dollar search monopoly. GitHub Copilot is writing code in real time, putting junior developers on serious notice. And tools like N8 and Make, they're letting completely non-technical people automate super complex workflows. 7 tools, 12 months, total disruption.
Chapter 3. AI and money. Quick question for you as we're talking through this. Are you just consuming AI, or are you actively building with it? Because the gap between those two things is widening every single quarter. $100 billion. Let that sink in. That is how much venture capital money flooded into AI in 2024 alone. It drove NVIDIA to a staggering $3 trillion market cap, which is powered almost entirely by the insatiable demand for their AI chips. But here is the crucial reality check. One single person using a modern AI stack today single-handedly pumping out the exact same amount of work that would have required an entire team of 10 people just 3 years ago. And that's not some crazy projection of the future, right? That is happening right now.
So how does this turn into actual wealth? The money's pouring into 3 distinct buckets. Infrastructure is the massive one. That's the chips and cloud data centers where the billionaires play. Applications is the medium bucket, the software tools we use every day. But look at that third bucket, services. This is using AI to deliver results that used to require really expensive human expertise. While billions flow to the infrastructure guys, that services bucket is the immediate exploding growth opportunity for literally anyone sitting at home right now with a laptop.
Chapter 4. Jobs. What's dying and what's exploding? Let's just tackle the elephant in the room here, because AI is absolutely wiping out jobs as we speak. Some roles are just dying fast. Data entry, pretty much gone. Basic customer service chatbots are already handling about 80% of Tier 1 questions. Junior copywriting agencies are totally slashing entry-level roles. Basic graphic design, you know those cheap Fiverr logos, dead. Even legal document review is feeling the heat, because an AI can read 10,000 contracts in the time a paralegal reads 10. Look, if your job is heavily process-based or just involves summarizing information, your role is under extreme pressure.
But hang on, pivot with me for a second. Yes, the automated lowest skill processing jobs are fading out. But for every job that disappears, this tech is creating brand new, highly paid roles for the people who know how to work alongside it.
These are the new gold rush jobs. And the best part? They require 0 traditional tech degrees.
prompt engineers are pulling in anywhere from 150 to 300 grand a year just to coax useful outputs from these systems. Automation consultants are charging 20 grand a project to build workflows for local businesses. And AI content strategists? They're rapidly becoming the single most valuable hire in marketing globally.
Chapter 5. The dark side nobody talks about. Since you stuck with me this far, I want to reward your attention by exposing the slightly terrifying concentration of power behind this boom that almost nobody says out loud. We're essentially staring at an oligopoly. That means a market structure where just 5 companies, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, and NVIDIA, own the critical plumbing that the entire AI economy depends on. Every startup, every freelancer, every small business is hopelessly exposed to the pricing and server whims of just 5 mega corporations. It took just 4 years to build a complete oligopoly. And here's the second dark truth we've got to face. Just because it sounds plausible does not mean it's actually true. AI hallucinations, where the system confidently lies to your face, are not just some temporary bug they're going to patch. They're a permanent structural feature of how these pattern-matching machines actually function. We're seeing real-world horror stories to hammer this home. A lawyer literally got sanctioned by a judge for submitting fake case citations that ChatGPT completely made up. A medical AI provided incorrect dosage information that actually hospitalized a patient. The crucial takeaway here is simple. You have to verify the outputs of these systems when there are real-world consequences. Always, no exceptions.
Chapter 6. 3 moves to make today. All right, take a breath. Let's release some of that tension. Here is your exact zero fluff playbook to get on the right side of this massive shift starting today.
Step 1. Go deep on one tool. Please don't try to learn 10 tools poorly. Pick just one, whether it's NNN for automation or Claude for reasoning, and become an absolute specialist. Step 2. Document your learning publicly. Share your mess-ups and wins on LinkedIn or YouTube. That is exactly how these new, highly paid specialists are getting found by clients. And step 3, charge early. Start charging real money after your first 10 projects. Do not wait until you feel ready, because trust me, you never will. Pricing signals expertise, and expertise attracts clients. This is how you transition from being a passive consumer to an in-demand specialist.
Now, I want to leave you with one massive question as we wrap up this explainer. What actually happens when AI stops just answering our questions and starts taking independent action on our behalf?
Well, that's exactly what we're covering in our next explainer, the era of AI agents. Seriously, agentic AI is going to make everything we talked about today look like version 1. If this survival guide helped you wrap your head around the absolute madness of the last 12 months, share it with someone who's feeling a bit left behind. You definitely won't want to miss our upcoming breakdown of AI agents. So keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.